Hey Facets, it's Wednesday. Sorry for the lighting. I'm in my basement because my brother is upstairs with his girlfriend and they're doing homework and they're kind of loud and yeah. So, I don't know if you really noticed, but I was really sick last week. I had the flu and I pretty much missed the entire week of school. But when I finally was better, I went to Grand Rapids with a bunch of friends and it was a lot of fun. The weekend consisted of us going to the museum and looking around for things, and then having a scavenger hunt at the Rivertown Crossing Mall. And at the museum they had us make these plant things, and mine kind of died. It's dead, Jim. I apologize for the audio because I'm just using this plastic thing as a mic because it's the only thing I have. I don't have anything professional. So it will be very quiet. Sorry. As soon as we got into Grand Rapids, we headed over to the museum and found a robot. Yeah, robot! And it was kind enough to give us Tootsie Pops. It was a nice robot. Then we rounded the corner and found a room filled with the creepiest collection of dolls you could ever find.
A little creepy.
There was a couple that looked surprised by their own marriage. A tiki doll. A little girl in a green bow who looked like she was judging your every move. Hitler. Some sort of swamp man mixed with Frankenstein's monster. Sort of pinecone guy with a weird face. And a show full of nothing but nuns. Lots and lots of nuns. Moved down to another room and my friend found a really cool bike. Then we headed over to a carousel where we met a really awesome guy from Kalamazoo who told us to touch the horses' butts.
Make sure you touch the horse's tails. Fingers in there too.
And then I was on a horse. Then we found a case full of guns and swords and discussed the use of all of them, including a cool palm pistol that was used by assassins.
To hold it like right here. So the disc part is in your palm, and the part goes right here. So you just kind of do that. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So you just had this little hole sticking out between these fingers. So I could walk up to you and you wouldn't even know I was holding a gun until I went right in your
I
face.
just think you're sticking your middle finger up in there. It's like,
Yeah. Then we found a coat covered in buttons, an alligator foot purse, a mummified hawk, a stuffed albino ferret, and a bag made out of an armadillo. Then we found a typewriter, and I remembered that C.S. Lewis advised against using typewriters because the loud keys disrupt the flow of writing. Then I found a man who used a sonic screwdriver, who I'm pretty sure was the doctor. Then I waved to myself in a couple of really cool mirrors. Then I found a cool painter's workspace and a throne. Then I somehow managed to lose my friends, and when I found them again, they were hanging out in a tent in the Civil War section. I found tiny chairs that looked like they would be in a Tim Burton movie, and a really tiny toilet. We got back to the hotel at around dinner time and had pizza, and when we had leftovers, we decided to give it to the manager. He was really nice. Then we started a very intense game of spoons, only instead of using spoons, we used pink plastic knives. And while we were playing, I managed to get some really cool footage of myself losing. Later that night, we hung out in the hotel room watching movies and doing a little bit of swing dancing. The next day, we went to the mall and I found a TARDIS, a Dalek, and a Cyberman.
You will become like us, or you will be deleted.
So, earlier, we've been going around asking people if their name is Brian, and this one guy said, I could be a Brian. It was pretty weird. And after an entire day of searching for someone named Brian, and having two guys consider changing their names to Brian just for me, I finally got one.
Hi, my name is Brian.
Yay! So that's it. I hope my video wasn't too horrible. Julia, I'll see you tomorrow. I wonder what this state is. Can't tell.